Today, on Starfield Essentials, your weekly Starfield news report. Not dead yet! New Starfield beta. Watchtower from Kinggath Creations arriving May 20th. Starfield, third fastest game to reach 1,000 Nexus Mods. Tatooine and Mos Eisley in Starfield. New Atlantis Awaits is better than ever. And more cool gear from Deshawn. All stories have chapter markers for easy navigation and links in the description for sourcing. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Not dead yet. New Starfield beta. On May 6th, Bethesda announced a new Starfield and Creation Kit beta on Steam. The version number is 1.15.214. The last Starfield update of any kind occurred in late January 2025, when the Creation Kit received some updates and incremented to 1.14.78. The last update to the game itself happened in November 2024. That introduced version 1.14.74. Among other updates, we received a new free rover, and the Creation Kit got lip sync support. In the new beta, I count 68 updates and fixes. This includes 9 fixes for the Shattered Space DLC. For example, I was pleased to read that one of the fixes is Trackers Alliance. Fixed a rare issue where either killing or stunning the target would not complete the bounty missions. I enjoy doing Trackers Alliance missions, and I hope this fix removes the last impediment to completing all of them. So much for this game being dead! Anyone who has watched the Starfield update history on SteamDB could see the game was getting daily code check-ins. The problem was that they have been private since January. I've done some limited testing with the beta in the place that seems most stressful for the game, Cole Plaza in Aquila City. I used CapFrameX to record performance for 2 60-second captures. The first used game version 1.14.74, and the second used the beta. As you can see in these charts, I got higher FPS and lower frame time variance with the beta. There were still a couple stutters, but I did not really notice them with either run. I ran this test with a completely vanilla character, so mods were not involved. Many PC players mitigate stuttering by using Laurent Kiar's Starfield engine fixes, which tends to improve gameplay on Steam on PC. I'm also hearing from you that your Steam Deck play is smoother. So just from a performance perspective, the beta seems like a win. Let me know what you think of the beta in a comment. In my view, when you throw in all of the bug and quality of life fixes, this is great news. Let's mention a few warnings though. New Starfield versions can break some mods. The most obvious candidates are mods which interact with the game engine, usually via a dynamic linked library. The Starfield script extender is an example. If you update the game, SFSC will likely not be compatible. I agree with Ian Patt's policy of updating SFSC once the code is final, and not when a new beta arrives. If you're savvy enough to access and enable a beta, you're savvy enough to understand the incompatibilities. What if you do not want to update Starfield on PC when the new version arrives? The most foolproof way is to change the file permissions on the app_17167440.acf file found in the Steam apps directory. If this file is read-only, Steam will not update Starfield. The corresponding file for the Creation Kit is app_manifest_2722710.acf. Personally, I do not update my main Starfield installation until I am confident that my favorite mods are working with the new version. What is next for Starfield? Bethesda tends to release the final code for all platforms approximately 2 weeks after the beta, so I expect to see it everywhere on May 20th. I believe that packaging these bug and quality of life fixes is preparation for new content. Let's remember what happened in 2024 to help inform our predictions for 2025. In May 2024, we had a major update beta on May 1st, which brought new maps, gameplay, ship decoration, and other fixes. The final version arrived on May 15th. During the Xbox Showcase on June 9th, we got the Creation System, Creation Kit, and Trackers Alliance content. That June 2024 Xbox event also announced the Shattered Space DLC, which dropped on September 30th. The 2025 Xbox Showcase will take place on June 8th. I think history will repeat itself. I predict we will get some new content on that day, and also an announcement of a new DLC for the fall of 2025. It's also possible that the content in my next story could be what I'm hoping to see on June 9th, so let's talk about that now. Next, Watchtower from Kinggath Creations arriving May 20th. In addition to announcing the beta, Bethesda also told fans that Kinggath Creations will publish a new creation on May 20th. It's called Watchtower. Bethesda described it using these words: "A new faction has emerged from the shadows to protect humanity from potential threats, and identified you as their latest target." Kinggath Creations says there is a powerful new ship attachment, Skydrops, which allow your fleet to provide support drops or rain down attacks from orbit to help you as you adventure planetside. In the sample footage I'm sharing here, you can see some new game functionality in action. I love seeing new factions and new capabilities for my favorite game. This will be a paid creation, but I have not seen a price yet. Kinggath Creations will publish it, not Bethesda Game Studios. It will probably be achievement friendly. Incidentally, the Bethesda announcement noted several improvements to the Creation Store. Creations up to 2 GB in size can now be uploaded, creators can add new icons to the game, and Creation Store now supports bundling creations. These are all welcome additions, and I think it will continue to grow the offerings on the Creation site. Are you looking forward to this Kinggath creation? Let me know in a comment. I will buy it and talk about it in a future video. Next, Starfield third fastest game to reach 1,000 Nexus Mods. The Gamer website posted an analysis of mod counts on Nexus Mods and noted that Oblivion Remastered reached the 1,000 mod milestone faster than any game in history, doing so in about 7 days. The previous record holder was Skyrim Special Edition, which accomplished that goal in about 8 days. The article also mentioned that Starfield is currently the third fastest game to reach 1,000 mods, also in about 8 days. At the time of writing, Starfield is the 11th most modded game on Nexus Mods, with over 10,000 mods. It's behind Baldur's Gate 3, which has about 12,700. Starfield is the 15th most downloaded game on Nexus Mods, with 78.5 million. I did some rough calculations, and I think Starfield has a chance to reach spot 14 and pass modding tools, but it will take at least another month at current growth rates. If players get excited by new Starfield content in the next few weeks, however, that could change my calculations. Also, the Creation Store has over 3,600 entries, most of which are free. How do you feel about the mods in Starfield? Let me know in a comment. Next, Tatooine and Mos Eisley in Starfield. Speaking of mods, there were a lot on my list this week, but these are the ones I was able to look at. I'll have more in next week's video. If you have any interest in the Star Wars universe, I highly recommend checking out the new Tatooine and Mos Eisley mods. Tatooine is available on Nexus Mods, and Mos Eisley is also on Nexus Mods. Radiclown is the author of Tatooine, and Fox1120 is the author of Mos Eisley. I read that Radiclown plans to bring the Tatooine system to Creations, now that the upload limit has been increased to 2 gigs. I hope Fox does the same for Mos Eisley. These two mods are just amazing. As a fan of Star Wars since 1977, walking around the city just brought a smile to my face. Note, the Tatooine mod introduces 2 new star systems, since Luke Skywalker's home has a binary star configuration. The creation engine really shines here and shows that Starfield is the best Star Wars game. Incidentally, if you would like to add a proper Jawa companion to your party, check out this mod by Radiclown. Jawa Follower is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. The introduction of even more planets into Starfield shows that modders are taking advantage of the canvas Bethesda provided. Great work, Radiclown and Fox. Next, New Atlantis Awaits is better than ever. If you'd like to keep that Star Wars galaxy far, far away, then I suggest taking a look at the updated work from Checker90. New Atlantis Awaits is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. I took a look at this mod in a previous video, but since then Checker90 has added a ton of new content to the city. It's getting really amazing. I decided to take a tour at night, and it was just awesome. This update adds new roads and buildings, a river, more NPCs, changes to the spaceports, new districts, and new locations. I could spend an hour just walking through all this new real estate. If you use other mods which modify New Atlantis, on Nexus Mods, Checker90 offers a patch hub to work on compatibility. In this footage, I'm using Laurent Kiar's Souls of City mod, which changes NPCs from second-class NPCs to first-class NPCs. However, this does not work in some areas of the updated New Atlantis. Overall, I'm amazed by how cool this mod is, and I look forward to future updates to New Atlantis Awaits. And last, more cool gear from Deshawn. I'd like to end with some awesome looking free gear that might suit your style of gameplay. These are made by modder 510 Deshawn. IW Phantom Part 2 is available on Creations. I paired this with IW Phantom, also available on Creations, and Nexus Mods, and also IW Mercenary on Creations and Nexus Mods. I spawned a bunch of this gear and kitted out my character and party with it. I love the ghillie suit look, and I think it must have taken a lot of work to make it. It looks great and shows that Starfield can accommodate many different genres, thanks to it being a fairly grounded setting. Thank you, Deshawn. And thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. I hope you are enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There is no obligation. Anything you and YouTube gives me goes back to this channel, whether it's to buy hard drives for capturing footage or acquiring creations to review. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you will see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the name Monty Python. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos and please tell your friends about this channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.